Alleywack Productions.
This is Emerald City. Most of you all may know it as Seattle, Washington, the home of the most recognizable landmark. In the greater areas around the city, there are people teaching and coaching in every generation the game of basketball, leading a new school. And not only that, as well as important life skills.
You gotta think you're filthy, then you gotta work to be
Sam right here is a product of it.
Stay focused on the work when no one's watching.
With the dad who understands the process, and the trainer like Jeff who knows the concept.
I wanna be like Kobe.
Ain't no telling how great this kid is en route to be. But I do know this, since the NBA has started, there have been at least 50 players from the Washington State high schools who played in either the NBA or the ABA. From likes of Spencer Hawes, Rodney Stuckey, Aaron Brooks, Jason Terry, Tony Roten, Nate Robinson, and of course, the three-time NBA Six-Man of the Year, Jamal Crawford. And let's not forget about this year's first-round draft pick, DeJounte Murray, who are both, by the way, alumni of Rainier Beach, committed to playing for Bobby Hurley and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Cunliffe still had unfinished business to deal with last year's loss at the Tacoma Dome lingering overhead. Sam was destined to get the job done this year. If so, it'd be the Vikings' 4th title in 5 years, but the 9th in school history, which is a big deal.
Harder the challenge.
This ain't that one movie. He ain't walking the glory road, but he damn sure not afraid.
I just want to be the next one.
But I'm sure that's how it is.
Comes back to Seattle and they love him because it's like he put on for the city. He represented the city well.
When you Seattle made.
So people ask, like, why did Sam go from this high school to this high school to this high school? Well, he went to different high schools because for Sam at that given time in growth and development, it was the best thing for him. So people grow. They grow through relationships. They grow through math. I'm going from pre-algebra to algebra to geometry to trig and so forth. Well, you have to allow all parts of the person to develop through that path. The body needs to develop, the mind needs to develop, the soul needs to develop, right? So does that mean just sitting in one spot for 4 years? Maybe not. Maybe it does, right? But it's different for each person.
From when you're a freshman to a senior, like 4 years goes by like so fast, but then you look back and it's just like I came a long way. I remember being at O'Day freshman year and just being a nut, straight nut, like not going to class, getting kicked out of class, getting kicked out of practice, just doing all the wrong stuff, and like the habits I had built at a young age kind of went on to haunt me through my basketball. Kind of built up a bad rep, just being known for just being bad attitude, not coachable. Always kind of had the talent, but not really. And then like so I transferred after my freshman year to Blanchet. And that was a good experience, going from an all-boys school, just, being around girls, stuff like that. It was a little different. It was heavy academics. That's when I really my schooling got really serious.
Einstein's definition of insanity is to do the same thing and expect a different outcome.
It was kind of tough, but just being able to get through that, it kind of built my character up, being able to stay up late at night, get my homework done.
Now, my father's background was a military background. My mother was an Italian immigrant, right? So hard work, focus, no whining, discipline. Sam's been raised in a household like that, but we wanted that environment end to end in a basketball setting for Sam as well.
But I remember when I got to Blanchet, it's like when I really started to turn up on my training. Like I had a ball with me in the hallway. You can ask people, I used to dribble in the hallway with a basketball, trying to get my handles right, get my handle right. Just all I wanted to have handle. Going from there to Jeff's every single day, taking the bus from North Seattle all the way to Renton, and just all that, like just looking back on it. But I think the most important year of my high school was my senior year, being at Rainier Beach. It's just like it made me have to be more responsible.
Everything Sam got at Rainier Beach must be earned, right? That was very clear from Mike Bethea, and that's exactly what we were looking for him. And then obviously the soft things like, okay, obviously the offense is going to be just wide open, right? Well, that's when you're an athlete at that level, that's what you want to do. You want to let the horses run.
Like you have to handle your school, and just like being more accountable for myself, because it's kind of hard it's easy to slip up there because it's a different type of atmosphere and it's a little more loose, you know what I mean? But you have to remember who you are and kind of what you want to do, because you don't want to fall into that. I can't be like that guy who doesn't go to class.
Both as a basketball player and as an athlete, right? That was important for him to take the next step. It was like, okay, Coach Bethea is going to hold you accountable on other levels, right? And he's going to make you work at levels that you don't understand.
So I got to be able to get to college. But just like I said, reflecting back, like this was like the high school season. Like I learned the most about myself and just about basketball.
If you have somebody who's out working 2 or 3 hours a day in a gym playing basketball 3-4 nights a week, that's dedication. I already know you got heart, right? Likewise, if you're on the track with me 5 days a week, training 2 hours at a pop plus weight room work, I know you're dedicated. So hard work needs to be combined with knowledge and wisdom, and then that helps us get to go where we want to go.
Hi, I'm Sam's mom. My name is Michelle, and let's see, I have 9 kids, 8 living. Sam is the only boy, so a lot of people think that's pretty fascinating. The first thing that they talk about is, oh, he's going to be so great around women and girls and so understanding, and Sam's a unique individual. His dad's very unique because I figured out right away that there was no change in his dad, there's no change in Sam. Sam is Sam I am, that's what they call him, and he's been a good kid, and I'm proud of the things that he's done. I'm proud of how hard he works. He's been a good brother to his sisters. He cares a lot about them. He's just a good all-around, made really good choices. I think he's wise. He's just made me really proud as a mom. And I think it's important to Sam that he's the only one carrying on the family name. And I think that's been important to him. And we've always stressed that make good choices, you've been raised right, and represent our family. His dad wanted him to be a decathlete, and Sam and I had a conversation one day, and he said, Mom, I just don't like track. He was great at the long jump. You know, I could tell it wasn't his passion, and you're serious about anything that you're doing, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let you train full-time for basketball. And Sam got to work the very next day. And for Sam, he's had a lot of ups and downs, he's had a lot of challenges, but what I like about Sam is that he really knows how to persevere through trials, and he knows how to, just keep pushing forward. He'll get discouraged, he might get down, but he never gives up. Of course, as a family, we're extremely proud that he was able to achieve a Division I scholarship. We know that it is highly, highly competitive. Jeff has just opened Sam's horizons, and also I feel like he's been a good friend to Sam. As Sam is on his way to college, the only thing I really worry about, he loves being around his sisters, even more so I've noticed over the last couple years, always wanting me to cook. I'm worried about that. Who is going to fill that bottomless pit? And he's picky about food because I definitely spoiled him. I mean, he is my only boy. The woman that marries him, I apologize in advance, right here, right now. As I'm excited for the opportunity that he has to work with such an accomplished coach in Bobby Hurley. The thing that I really think is going to be great for Sam is that the harder the challenge, the further he rises. That underdog type of atmosphere has always helped him quite a bit to, attain and reach his goals. Sam has NBA aspirations, and I don't see anything standing in his way.
It's just crazy because I'm really getting ready to leave, and if things go how I want them to go, I'm probably not going to be back for good for a while because I'm really I really have a dream, a goal. Like I'm trying to get down there, and just do it. Like I just want to be the next one. Like Jamal, my big bro, all them guys, B-Roy, all of them. Like you see all of them, they're around here, they're stars. And I want to be that guy who comes back to Seattle and they love him because it's like he put on for the city, he represented the city well.
If he just keeps doing what he's doing and keeps working hard, that's his dream, and I feel really blessed that I can actually say I really believe he can attain that.
The water, you see the view. So I'm gonna miss this about home because I've been all over the place. I've been all over the world. I've been to Europe, been to different parts of the country. And it's just, there's no place like home, you know?
And I know that whatever Sam wants to do and achieve in college and at the next level, he can do.
And that's something I'm gonna have, a support system. Jeff, my mom, my dad, my sisters, they'll all just always just be there for me and just keep it real. I get emotional thinking about it, like, because this is where I've been all the time. And then going to Beach too was special too, because it's like, Beach is kind of like Seattle school. You know, I know they talk about Garfield, but Beach is Seattle's basketball school. And to be able to go there, win a state championship, do all that, and then rise even after that, to kind of separate myself from everybody, like it's real special. And you know, I know I'm going to Arizona State, but I'll be back. I'll be back here. And you know, just getting ready to move on. Hopefully, you know, follow the steps of baby boy. So my big bro too. Somebody who made it, you know, on their way to doing things that we all dream of. It's just a dream, you know? And you have the resources and the potential and the brain to actually make it happen. And I feel like I got that. So just putting it all into action, you know, is gonna be the big part, the big piece, something I gotta do. So I gotta turn my focus up, make sure I keep my grades right, make sure I keep my head right. I got really behind, like, in the year, because I was kind of just got lazy. Like, before basketball season, I had really good grades, like really good. And then, like, now, like, you know, senioritis kind of kicks in. And you start getting ready to leave, and you're starting to try to work out more so you can get ready. But I'm starting to pick it back up and make sure I finish good so I can go down there and everything's smooth. I don't have to worry about, like, not qualifying or nothing like that, because that would not be something that I want to do. So I just make sure that I do all my work. Are you that? Wow. This guy, like, I do my work. Ask him. In the past 2 weeks, I've been getting in. I've been getting. Nah, wait, don't do that. Rewind. Look, like the past month, Harris. How long has it been since I've been telling you I gotta do my homework? A month?
Dude, you're a senior in high school with 4 weeks left, and he's all like, "Yeah, I'm doing it my last 2 weeks."
No, I do my work, Mom. Do I not do my work? Do I not be in my room do my work?
He does his work.
See, look, I'm low-key. Listen, here's what most people don't know about me. I'm actually smart.
He is.
I kick
He
knowledge.
needs to apply himself more frequently.
I do.
I want to see this age.
I would like to see a much higher level of effort in school,
Yes, for
for
sure.
sure.
You see Marcus?
Listen. You see, look. So I got like a C in math right now, but I got all this work I can turn in. You get an A. I'm gonna get an A, because if I can get an A, I'm gonna get an A. I don't play that. If I can do something, if I have the power to do something, what am I do, Jeff? What am I do? I'm gonna do it. So I got the power to get an A in this class. So I'm gonna get an A in this class. Bang bang. A equals. And this is hard. This math is hard too. I'm not retarded. Like, I'm not in no stupid math. Like,
He's an IB math.
IB, baccalaureate. I mean, I like math because, well, first off, my teacher's dope. All my math teachers I've had in high school have been dope. So I've liked all my math teachers. Math teachers are cool. I like history, but I like math. That's my favorite subject, because it's just like, there's no, like, it's like, you know, when you write, like when you have to write, like English class, you have to write a paper. Like, you could be wrong, you could be right, like, or your opinion, like, it's just, this is either you're right or you're wrong. Like, you either got the number right or you got it wrong. And so as long as you know how the formula, it's just formulas. You just memorize formulas, and then once you get the formula down in your head, then you can just do it. So I think it's easier for me to do that, because I'm good at memorizing stuff, so I can just memorize, like, what I have to do to get the right answer. But, like, I hate writing. Like, I hate writing long papers. Like, sit down and just think about something, you know, like, I mean, something I don't know about, and then you have to read a whole book on it. Like, I mean, it's cool, but math is my best subject, my favorite subject. Well, I want to work for ESPN. So, like, when I'm done hooping, hopefully I make it to, well, not hopefully, I'm gonna make it to the NBA. I'm gonna play for a while, and then I want to do, like, I want to be like, you know, like Reggie Miller and them guys, like, talking about the game during the game and just stuff like that. like broadcasting, talk about basketball. I just want to be in the sport, you know. So that'd be cool. Yeah, broadcasting probably. But communications is probably major in that. They have a good communication school there, so I think that'd be something good for me to do. But
Dave, you gonna start it?
Let's talk about the status of Rainier Beach and all its glory. And when me and Jamal and myself were about 10 years old with Doug Christie, which is entrepreneurs, maybe the right terms that we would use for that, and the pioneer that got the first state championship here. It was a 10-year drought and new coaches and new regime, and Jamal Crawford actually came on the scene and helped a program that was 1 or 2 players away to become the machine they are now. In 1998, winning the state championship was Mike Mathea's 4th year.
It's something special. I mean, the kids are special, it just seems like it's destined for us. I mean, it's 10-year anniversary. Hey, we're ready to go.
Most of us that went to Rainier Beach grew up in the area, you know, played at South Shore, went to Rainier Beach Community Center, and we all heard the Doug Christie story. And I remember at my house, the state tournament, they actually showed highlights of Doug Christie when they won the state championship. And I think that was probably the first time I heard of Rainier Beach. But for me, I came back here from Los Angeles, and I looked at what school I was going to go to. But for me, it was so natural just to go to Rainier Beach, knowing Dave.
And at a center for the Vikings, a 6'6" senior, number 54, co-captain David King.
I knew all those guys when I was younger, you know, and I left in 5th, 6th grade, came back as a junior, and it was just like home. You know, I think they had every piece in place except a guard, you know, who kind of command attention to make everybody better.
A 6'5" senior, co-captain, number 23, Jamal Crawford.
So for me, I could have went anywhere, but I wanted to be with family, you know, so to speak, because I had known these guys for years, and they made my transition back to Seattle very comfortable, and just, it was almost like Doug Christie and those guys were 10 years before. So for us, it was about creating our own legacy.
Crawford over Bigelow. You know, that's the thing with that size, David, even though he doesn't have the height.
Creating our own history, trying to do what they did, but also, you know, set a foundation for what we want to be in the future. And if you look back all those years since '98, I think we won 7 more championships after that, right? So we're at 8 total.
Yeah, 8 total.
Yeah, well 9 total, but 8 since we went here.
You don't want this. Runner-up of tournaments? Is this you right here? No, this is 85, 86.
89. Washington State Player of the Year, Gatorade. It's pretty cool. Way back when. All-American Team Parade Magazine. It's a long run, Dave.
It is special.
98
Here's your trophies right there.
98 is still going.
Oh, double student challenge?
Yeah.
That ain't even right, man.
Nah, I'm saying double Dutch. Double Dutch challenge.
He was jumping.
The regime, Mike Mathea,
Yeah, he's been, I mean, he's the greatest of all time. In the state of Washington, without a doubt, he's sent more kids to college. He's put more kids in the pros. He's won more championships. With his resume, I think it speaks for itself.
With all the pieces being put together, Rainier Beach kind of emerged from being a okay team to being a great team.
Yeah, like now I think in the state of Washington, people look at, and honestly in the NBA, you know, most of the NBA scouts, Rainier Beach is one of the only schools they know in this area, to be quite honest. But it wasn't always like that. You know what I mean? Like we had to earn that because, like Dave said, we weren't probably favored to win Metro at the time. So it wasn't like Rainier Beach was a powerhouse then. We had to kind of reintroduce Rainier Beach from a decade before, you know, to get it to this point. It's just blossomed and blossomed, and not even just the championships. That's the basketball part of it, but seeing how much the school has grown, seeing how much it's had an effect on our community, seeing how many kids it was to college.
This is Mr. White's class right here, right?
In 7th grade, I remember the day, because that's the first day I walked into Rainier Beach's gym, and I met Jamal Crawford, 6th man of the year. I was just so excited. I didn't have any words to say to him. It was just like, oh my gosh, Jamal. my first time at Beach, and I'm already meeting an NBA player. So I just, ever since then, like just seeing him give back, I can see it trickle down in just the Rainier Beach alumni, and they always come back and just show love. And he don't have to do that, you know. He's an NBA player. He's doing bigger and better things. He don't have to come back to the high school, but he chooses to. And he also does a backpack giveaway every year, just for the Rainier Beach community. So it just shows how much he cares about the community, and he has a good heart.
Where's the teacher at in here?
What are you doing?
Right here.
He's right there.
Is he a good student?
How's he doing?
He's one of my top students.
Is he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is he leading by example? He's not talking too much in class?
I wish he would talk a little more.
Everything's done is good. All the time.
Just making sure, bro.
Hey, hold that door.
Ali Wackford Productions. He is my best student. Oh, is he? That's my man. That's my nephew. It's in the genes.
Coach Dave is a big man, but he's really, that's my guy too. He takes care of me. He takes care of all Rainier Beach kids. He treats us all equally like his sons. He just got a good heart. He's a man of God, and he's always been a good dude.
Picture my mom with our assembly. She was a big supporter.
For sure.
Rest in peace, Marquise Smith's mom, Shirley Smith.
What you grab me though?
So, this is the article back in the Seattle Times in 1998. Man, that's 18 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
18 years ago?
1998? Yeah, 18 years ago.
All right, Foster.
Oh, you gonna help me put these back?
Nah.
Foster, you crazy. I see how you are.
Looking at it from a perspective now of being able to coach here for the last 13 years and seeing not only the program growing, but kind of growing up with these kids.
Jay's he's like an older brother to me. Him and Coach King, you know, since 8th grade, been on me about coming to Beach. You know, my mom wanted me to go today. It's not happening at all. It wasn't there. My dad went to Beach, so you know I was going there from the start. But Jamal and Coach Dave, they just look out for me and make sure everything's good and keep me on the right track. Always talking to me every day.
Yeah, he got 9 state titles, and that speaks for itself. You know, you don't just win 9 state championships just off of having good dudes on your team. You know, you got to coach him. And he coaches with a lot of intensity and energy, and it feeds off to his dudes, and then it shows on the court. It showed in me. It showed in Sam. It showed in my brother. It showed in Jamal Crawford, Nate Robinson, Terrence Williams, all the dudes that, you know, went on.
Whenever you're consistently good, I think that's how you continue to build a program. That's how you have a foundation to fall back on. That's how you build for the future. I think, you know, people want to be a part of that. Not just, like I said, in basketball, but just seeing, you know, how people have come out of here and done great things in the community and in the world. We have people that are lawyers. I work with Seattle Children's Hospital, and we have people that work there that went to Rainier Beach, you know, way back in the day. So I think it's something to be proud of. But we're almost like the have-nots because people don't think good things can come out of this area. So when something does, you know, come out of this area that's good and that's positive, I think that's, if you can stick your chest out a little bit, I think we all win.
You know, since, you know, my dad passed when I was 4, so they're my big brothers, but they're also like a father figure. And make sure every time they talk to me, you know, if I can't make a decision, they'll help me make a decision. You know, they'll talk about it to me.
I know you, Maul, you talked about Sam back in the day paying for your old AAU team.
Yeah, him and Jay Sean Augusto, they played for my Seattle Speed team. That was kind of put together. They were 5th and 6th grade playing, so I've known them for a while.
Wow.
And I always tell them, like, enjoy this time, enjoy this moment. This is one of the funnest times of your life. There's no pressure on bills or, you know, how you're making ends meet or just the pressures of the real world. They're almost in consumed. They're in a safe environment. We try to help provide that for them. Enjoy this time, like even me playing in the NBA. The most fun I ever had playing basketball was playing here, playing in high school, playing with my friends. You know, even if you weren't taking a shower after the game, you're running to get your clothes on to get out there with your friends, your family, and, you know, just go feel all the love from the games and stuff. I think those are the funnest times I ever had playing basketball.
For the relationship to go on this long, even in his endeavors in life, he hasn't changed as a person. So for these young men that are in this program that has come through here, to have access to a Jamal Crawford, it may seem small to him because that's just who he is. You know what I'm saying? But when they can say, hey, I worked out with Jamal, I actually talked to Jamal, I played against Jamal, and it's like second nature.
I really do feel blessed. Like I was able to get to go to Rainier Beach, you know, like I really do. To be able to get coached by them, and just being able to attend my last year there, like I've gotten stronger as like a person. Like it's a little bit more challenging than everywhere else. It really is.
This is my favorite team. Out of
it's amazing.
The 9 championships we had, this is my favorite team because these guys were not a team. They weren't.
Right.
You were one of the only ones who said they were going to get it done. I didn't see it. After a while, I lost, not faith, but I lost hope because I was so disappointed with, you know, some of the things that was happening. But
I mean, when you're on a team with a bunch of competitive dudes, it's like when you lose, there's gonna be like, you know, not everybody's just gonna kind of stay together. You know, like everybody wants to win, so it's kind of like we kind of broke off a little bit after that, and everybody was telling us, the coaches, Jamal, Dave, they're like, y'all gotta stay together, y'all gotta stay together. We weren't really buying it.
that's why this is my favorite team, because they weren't favored to win it. Obviously, people kind of thought other teams were gonna step up and win it, but they went through everything. And Sam, Keith, and Moose, those guys were leading the charge. And Sam even is looked at differently now. You could tell when he walks around, like he's looked at now as a winner. You know, everybody knew how talented he was, but now he's looked at as a winner. You know what it takes. You know sometimes it's not going to be about your scoring, but it may be locking up that guy, or getting a big loose ball or a big steal. That's what making winning plays, and everybody wants that in their programs.
All the games in state combined was just like something special, because every game meant something. Every game you had to figure out something different about yourself. I got to get buckets. I can't even get buckets right now. I got to just rebound. I got to get a stop for my team.
Everybody knew Sam was the most talented. You know, but now he's a winner, and nobody can ever take that from him.
And you're absolutely right, and it wasn't a fly-by-night. That was constant work from the summer. You see night and day with that kid, even his demeanor and how he acts off the court.
Everything.
Is just respectful and, you know.
Humble, thankful,
very thankful.
Appreciative. I'm happy for him, because I think the best is yet to come.
I wake up, open my eyes up, surrounded by my haters as soon as I rise up. But then I realize what I'm here for. Then I say to myself, man, I need more.
So if we lost again, season's over, right? And we're Rainier Beach, so we're like, wait, we ain't going to the Dome? Like, come on, man. So we had gotten in the locker room, and I mean, I shouldn't say what was said on camera, but yeah, that was cold. And that was the most important game of the season. The most important game. I'll say that. The most important game. It was either we were forced. It was either buy in, play together, or just go home.
I wake up, open my eyes up, and thank God for playing the part of my rise up. But then I realize